Hi, this is Kamal the Builder. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we'll talk about something that a lot of people have questions about. Basically, anyone who asks us to build a shower, whether it's a home, ADU, or an addition, or install a bathtub, they always want to install tile around the bathtub or the shower. And with that, there are multiple questions that people have. For example, should there be a niche in the shower area? Should there be a window, and that the window is usually shown in the design? What type of finish do they want around the window? Do they want a tile, layer of tile around the window? It's called wrapping. Do they want to wrap the window with tile? What type of tile do they want around the shower or the bathtub? What happens at the transition of two different tiles? Then they have questions about what to do at the edges of the tile, what to do around these transitions. So many questions. What type of tile to use along the walls of the shower? What type of tile to use at the base of the shower? Should there be a bench in the shower? How to treat that bench? What type of tile to use around that bench? Should there be a metal finish at these edges? Should there be a tile finish? So we'll answer a bunch of these questions so that hopefully it becomes clear to you what type of tile is installed and why people make these decisions, what type of tile works well and what type of tile doesn't work really well. And we'll also give you examples of multiple areas besides showers and bathtubs where tile is installed. Tile is installed in floors, along backsplashes, in kitchens, tiles installed even in niches within homes, and we'll give you some examples of these from recent projects that we are currently building. Let's look at this particular shower, and then we will show you examples of many showers that we are currently building. So one of the decisions you want to make is how high should the tile go? Usually you'll find that showers are at 7 feet. So one of the decisions is, should the tile go a foot beyond the 7 feet, which is common. If your ceiling height is 8 feet, that means the tile will go all the way to the ceiling. If your ceiling height is 9 feet or 10 feet, that means the shower tile will go to about 8 feet and then there'll be a gap, or do you want to take it all the way to the ceiling? So that's one of the early decisions you want to make. Another decision is, what type of drain do you want to have? Should it be a circular drain in the middle of the shower where the shower is sloped, or should it be a linear drain, a rectangular drain, which is usually at one of the ends of the shower, or if there's a bench, it's usually at the bottom of the bench. That's another decision you want to make. And then the edge treatment is also really important when it comes to showers. So as you look at this edge, this where the tile meets, where the tile gets rounded, where it meets this other side of the tile, how do you terminate those edges? And there are three ways of doing it. You need either a bullnose tile, a tile that's rounded, it's a separate piece, or you need to miter it, as we've shown here, and I'll shoot another video about the mitering, or do you need a Schluter edge, which is a metallic edge, and the Schluter edge typically would meet the same finish as the plumbing here. So the Schluter edge is available in different colors and different finishes. So that's another decision you want to make. How do you terminate this tile as it joins the edge? The other thing you want to also determine is, what do you need a niche? What should be the size of the niche? What should be the shape of the niche? In this particular niche, you'll see it's rectangular, goes on top like this. You can also have a rectangular niche that's more horizontal. This niche has an arch, and that's the particular size of the niche. So you want to determine the shape, the size, and the height, and so on of the niche. Also in this shower, you'll see it has this particular tile that goes all around the shower. So that's the other thing that you want to determine. What type of tile is it? Should it be one layer? Should it be two layers? And all those things have to be decided beforehand before you order the tile. Ideally, you want all the tile and all the finishes to be in one place, so that when the installers start installing it, they don't have to wait. Everything is in one place and the work happens pretty fast. We'll describe grout in another video, because when you have tile, you have grout. So you have to determine the thickness of the grout, the color of the grout, and all that good stuff. The other thing is, let's count how many types of tile we have used in this particular bathroom. So you'll see they all have to come together and they have to match so that you have a nice overall finished expression where everything matches, everything blends together. So let's start counting the number of tiles. This is 1. This is number 2. Here it's mitered. This is number 3. And as you go down, the floor of the tile is number 4. This is a different type of tile. That's number 5. And either you have tile on the bench or you have some type of stone. So that's number 6. And then near the base of the shower, where the shower door will be, that's number 7. Because that's usually the bullnose tile. So now you can see we have counted a total of 7 types of tiles. So those are all the things that you have to think of as you start to design your shower tile. So with that, let's go and look at a whole bunch of other examples, and hopefully you'll enjoy that. Stay with us and we'll show you a whole bunch of things. I was just talking about these transitions when, let's say, this side of the tile meets outside tile right outside the shower. So at these transitions, you either need a separate piece of tile, which is called the bullnose tile, which has this edge on one side, or you have to put the Schluter edge here, or you have to miter it as we've mitered it for this particular shower. Similarly, the shape of the niche also determines how you would transition this, because now you can buy these niches pre-made. These are basically plastic boxes that you can buy that are perfectly square or rectangular, and you just mount the tile on the side. So you may need a special bullnose tile that comes at the edge, wherever the edge of the niche is, on top and on the sides. Now if the niche is like this, arched, somewhat arched like that, somewhat custom, now you cannot find a bullnose tile that's exactly like that, exactly like a custom niche. So there's no option left but to miter it. Or in some cases, for some types of tile, you can find the squarish pieces or rectangular pieces, but there is no piece for the bullnose here, so you'd end up mitering it. And mitering is a very laborious process. Each tile has to be mitered. It takes a long time, and it also uses a lot of blades on the saw. So that's why it's expensive. Lots of craftsmanship involved. And you can see how this tile has been mitered so properly, so nicely, that it's all uniform and smooth. That's the type of craftsmanship you want to see once the tile is installed. So that's why it's expensive. So we've talked about using the Schluter edge. We've talked about having the bullnose tile, if you can find it for the particular tile you're using. And if you can't find any of those and don't have options, and you have to make these custom angles for arches, then you end up with mitering, which is more expensive. So let's move on to the next shower and show you what's going on. Sometimes we end up with complicated shower tiles that are neither rectangular nor square, and that has additional complications in terms of how the tile has to be cut, how it will look when it's joined. So let's give you that example as well. This particular shower has beautiful Spanish tiles, and we've joined them and cut them very, very precisely. So you can see it mostly has a cream color tile, but it has 2 layers of this particular type of tile, and all the shower hardware is here. And then along the window, it has this Schluter edge, and in the niche, it has a Schluter edge. And the way this is designed, the niche has 2 types of tile, and then the window and the niche are almost the same size, but the niche is centered along the window, and then the tile at the bottom is slightly different, smaller pieces, and then this tile is different, and of course we have the bench on top here. So let's count the number of tiles that have been used here, and I'll show you this edge also has a certain type of bullnose tile. So let's start to count all the number of tiles that have been used in this project. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, and of course if you count this, that would be 7. But 6 different types of tile there, but we're not done yet. Let's look at what's happening at the bottom of the shower door. Number 7, if you count that. So there you have it, and this is how the shower door works here. It's mounted on top. So that's how this particular shower works, and you can see it's complicated. Lots of different types of tiles, different shapes of tiles, different colors, but when it's all coordinated, all put together, it looks really beautiful. Let's give you another perspective here. And of course, our team does a great job installing the tile. It looks really clean, and we work really hard to make sure our customers are satisfied. Here is a different shower, and it has a very interesting Moroccan design. Our customer has moved into this project, so we are shooting this video after they've started using this bathroom, so you'll see some shampoo bottles and so on. But let's give you a perspective of what's happening in this shower. There's a strip of tile that's running all along the edge of the shower. That strip of tile also gives you the Moroccan shower. And then you have the plumbing hardware, the plumbing fixtures. The tile goes all the way to the ceiling. The ceiling also has a nice light fixture. At the bottom of the shower, you see the tile that they've used here. You see the drain in the middle. The shower bench. Shower bench has this type of tile and a stone on top of the bench. So you can see all the various tiles that have gone into designing this particular shower. And then on the edges, it has the Schluter edge. That's the straight Schluter edge that we've talked about in other videos. That matches the shower door. And the brushed nickel finish of the Schluter edge also matches the plumbing hardware that we have. So now there you have it. It's a Moroccan style shower. It has all these elements. We've installed everything really beautifully. See how beautiful it looks. And even though you have the big tile here, thin grout edge, everything's installed very, very cleanly. We're really proud of doing the beautiful work that you see here. Contact us for designing and installing your shower tile, and you'll have a great time working with us. Here's one more shower, a modern shower, and we'll show you some interesting aspects of this shower as well, and what type of tile was selected, the grout lines, Schluter edges, and how things matched. So let's start looking at the material that's used here. So the shower niche has the same tile that we used for the floor of the shower, and a Schluter edge around it, and the color of the Schluter edge matches the frame of the shower door, and then you see the Schluter edge here at the edge of the tile. And of course we are still working on this project, so it has to be painted, we have to touch things up, we have to remove all these things from the shower door, the protective pieces here. Of course we have to clean it up, we have to install the hardware, but I'm just showing you a perspective of what we have at this point in this project. And look at the beautiful tile here. Here's a little bit of detail to consider about grout. The grout lines here, the thickness of the grout lines here, compare that to the thickness of the grout lines here. Also, the color of the grout becomes important because the color of the grout can blend into the color of the tile itself. So also you'll find that grout is available in many different types of colors, many choices are there. So pick one that blends well with the color tile here. So with that, here was another bathroom. It's in the middle of construction, but I thought I'd share this with you. Also keep in mind, there are 3 ways to make these edges. As we've shown you in our videos, you can have a Schluter edge, you can have just the tile edge, or you can have the mitered edge as we showed you in the other video. So there are three ways to create the edges here and the edges here. We're back to another tile project. I'm standing in the master bathroom of one of the homes we're building. It's a Friday. You're probably hearing some happy music behind me. My guys are working and they like to play some music, light music once in a while. So we'll shoot some video in this bathroom and you will see some of the same themes that we've been talking about. Let's show you a few of those themes. Shower valve is here. And this is for a faucet, and then that's the shower up there. As I mentioned in a previous video, we mount the showers usually at 7 feet of height. In this particular bathroom, you'll see the tile goes all the way to the ceiling, and then I'll point out a few features of the tiles that we're using here, and this is consistent with what we've talked about in the other videos, and you'll see that in a minute. Look at the nice tile here. And that has a texture to it. We might mount it pretty close. We of course have thin grout layers. Here's the niche. The niche has Schluter material all around it. The window has the same material all around it. And then this is a different type of tile. And we use the same tile for the bench that's over here. And this ledge is for a shower when we place a shower there. And as I mentioned in the other video, notice that the tile at the bottom is a small tile, so we can get the curve here that's needed. So we can get the particular slope that's needed for the water to be flushed to the drain. So this is a master bathroom, for example. That's where the toilet seat will go, and a double vanity will go there. So that's how we mount tile in this bathroom. Is consistent with everything else we've said in the other video. So let's go look at another bathroom. We'll show you another bathroom now where we've installed tile. The electricity has not been turned on yet. We've just started doing finish work. After all the finish work is done, we'll turn on the electricity. In fact, we don't even have an electric connection for this project. So in this home, you'll see lots of beautiful tile in this bathroom as well. And it's big tile on the walls of the bathroom, of the walls of the shower, and then a smaller tile at the floor of the shower, as we've recorded in some of the videos as well. So nice big tile here, thin grout lines. Same tile carries over here. Same tile carries where we have the shower valve and the faucet, and then the shower head is up here. And here also the tile goes all the way to the top of the ceiling. And then a ledge here for the shower door, and then here's the smaller tile with the drain in the middle, the smaller tile at the base of the shower. So that's again consistent with what we've been recording in the other videos, how we put these showers together. And then once this is all done, this will look really beautiful. Everything is consistent. And also notice the Schluter edge here, which is consistent with what we've been doing in this particular shower. It matches the overall color of the tile. So everything comes together and looks really beautiful. Continuing with the tile work, here's another bathroom in the same modern project, and you'll see the same concepts apply here. Little or no Schluter edging, and you'll see it's big tile stone, but the grout edge or the grout thickness and width is very minimal. And it's a very clean shower the way we've applied it. So you'll see how everything looks good. You'll see the use of the same drain that runs along the width of the shower. Also notice the trapezoidal window over here. It's not rectangular but trapezoidal. So a couple of things that make showers like these challenging are, number one, when you have a horizontal drain like this, when you have a long drain like this, cutting tile precisely to fit that drain, fit the center of that drain, that gets tricky. A lot of people cannot do this properly. Secondly, the trapezoidal window here, a window that's not rectangular, not square, but trapezoidal, requires tile work to be very clean because tile has to be cut at an angle, and subsequent pieces of tile, adjacent pieces of tile have to match and have to give you that clean edge, and that's difficult to do. That's why you need people who know what they're doing, who can do a good job and do a clean job. Let's step back and see how clean this shower looks, and also notice the shower tile matches really well the color of the bathroom walls. And then we'll show you how the rest of the bathroom looks. But again, this is in the middle of construction. It's not clean, it's not finished. We just want to give you a preview of how we do this and how it looks. See how everything blends together. See the modern door, the clean lines on the door, both the horizontal lines and vertical lines, how clean these lines are. See the clean rectangular nature of the vanity here, and then there'll be a nice mirror that's coming up. As soon as it arrives, we'll be installing it. So everything looks really clean. The overall roof on this project is slanted like we have in modern homes. So that's why you see a slant in the roof, and that's why the trapezoidal window behind me was designed and installed so that it matches the slant of the ceiling here because of the roof. So all this works together, all this goes really well together. That's why it looks consistent and it looks expensive. That's the key to doing these projects. Once again, Kamal the Builder. Enjoy the rest of our videos. We'll share with you more bathrooms in this video as well. Hi, this is Kamal the Builder. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as well. Remember to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell so you're notified of future videos as we post them. Thank you so much. Bye bye.